Well, good morning. I'm just taking some of the plants that wintered in here and putting them in a little bigger pots to get them through the last couple of months because we're still getting frost, a bit of frost, and I can't put them out yet. So I've got these tomatoes in bigger pots, and I've got a bee balm here that I'm in the process of doing. And then we're going to go to Lowe's. Well, first we've got some compost and cow compost that we're going to put in the raised beds, and then we're going to go to Lowe's and get some more so that I can plant some early greens in the raised beds.
Well, let's get the tractor and trailer and haul that stuff over to the raised beds, huh?
Let's do that.
All right. What we're doing here is just moving the compost and stuff back to the raised beds. We'll unload it there, and it's a lot easier to carry it with the tractor than it is by hand. Now we have cowgirl compost and cowgirl topsoil, and it's a byproduct of the dairy industry, which is about 150 miles east of here. If you recall, last week we had promised to send walking onions to anybody that sent me an email. We didn't receive as many emails as we had anticipated, but for you, Charles, thanks for sending the email, and those are coming your way as of today. And you'll find in this bundle that I'm digging up for you, that there's probably enough there for a whole row if you'll break the starts apart. And there we go. And you'll find there's probably 6 or 8 starts in each one of these plants, and they're coming your way. That's some of that good cowgirl compost, isn't it, Gretch?
Yeah, it's good stuff. One more bag here.
And that'll finish the raised beds for this year, huh?
I would think so. Well, as you can see, we've got the dirt, the new compost spread out, and we've put in our drip system. Yeah, I know why that isn't going down all the way. There's a board across there. Let's see if I can move. There we go. And we put these little things in to hold it in place. And so now I'm going to put in some early crop stuff. And I've got some radishes and some spinach. And then I'm also going to, I got a couple different spinaches. got a little breeze out here today. And then I'm also going to take some of the stuff that we used for microgreens and put some of that in, and we'll do our microgreens in here and see how that works too. So that's something new we're trying.
Yeah.
So
new experiment, huh?
New experiment. So what I'm going to do is, I think I can do about 2 drills on each side. So I just do those with my hand, just a little shallow drill so I know where I'm putting stuff. And I like to try to place these a ways apart so I don't have to do too much thinning. So now some of this spinach bolts slower than others, and I think this that I got from Ed Hume seed is supposed to be a slower bolting. So we'll put it over on the other side, and then I'm put some radishes right in there.
Oh, good. I love those radishes too.
And these are just the nice long ones, the French.
Oh, those are long, skinny ones instead of the short, round ones?
Yeah, they're for the French.
Got it.
Radish. Same thing with the radish. Kind of space these out a bit.
And you're what, putting in some markers here now?
Okay, yeah, and I'm just going to put some little markers at each end of the row.
So you know what you got here, huh?
Yeah, I'm not writing on what it is because
it'll be pretty evident when they come up.
I can tell when they come up, yeah. So now we're going to come over to the other side.
This microgreen thing has really got me intrigued as to whether it's what's going to happen.
Well, you want me to plant those? I could do some microgreens right on this side next. Let's do that, and then I'll plant the radishes and spinach over there.
All right.
So we've got, let's see here, this one, which is a salad mix. And it has, better put a rock on that. Has alfalfa, radish, broccoli, clover sprouts. I don't know, other stuff. So we'll just see. Our salad mix has everything you need to create a perfect healthy mixture to top your next meal with.
Now the problem we had with this last year is we'd sprout them per normal like you do microgreens in the house or under a grow light. And the darn things didn't all sprout at the same time. And some of the stuff would be ready to eat, and you'd have seeds that were just barely getting started, and it was proved to be awful crunchy. Not my favorite.
So we thought we'd plant them here, and then we can just pick them up as they...
Yep, harvest them as they... Yep, for sure.
So I'm just going to make a little wide bed here. Let's see, let's go down.
You're just going to scatter them out there between those?
Yeah. Let's go down to here.
Yeah, there you go.
This bed will be our bean bed later in the year. And beans have to have warm soil, so these will be pretty well done by the time we want to plant the beans. So that's kind of our crop rotation. This was tomatoes last year, and you don't want to plant them the same place, so we rotate beans and tomatoes and cucumbers all in different beds every year, assuming I could remember what was there last year.
Yeah, one of the things I remember as a farm kid is that we would plant beans or alfalfa to put nitrogen in the soil, and stuff like corn would take it out. And so that's why we rotate the crops.
Plus, you want to keep your ground being used.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm just going to kind of rake these in gently.
Well, that's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I think I've got that pretty well covered in.
Right. Well, that's it for this episode of Gretchen's Garden and Greenhouse. Thanks so much for joining us.
Bye. Happy gardening.
Hey, see you next time.